Welcome to the next session in our Blueprint scripting lessons. I thought today we might have a look at spawning. We haven't really looked at that yet. So what we've looked at so far is, if you want to add something to a level, really is just grabbing it and dragging it from, either up here at the quickly add to project, so we can grab any of these and drag them in, or from the content drawer again, so we can just drag those in and what have you. But let's say you want something in dynamically and controlled by scripting or by code. Of course, that's doable. Let's just pop into our level blueprint, and if we just right click here and we go spawn, not surprising, we have the option to spawn actor from class. So select that one. Excuse me. And we can select the class. So that might be, what have we got? BP. We have a pickup, did we? BP pickup. So we might want to spawn our pickup. It's a pretty common one to spawn. Got some. Well, the next one we have is our spawn transform. So we need to provide some sort of transform. So that's our location and rotation and scale. And then the instigator, which is the parent, which we don't have there. Now, because we have this transform here, I don't really recommend using this within the level blueprint, because we don't really have anything to reference it to. What's usually more likely is to create its own blueprint. It's like to create a spawner blueprint or a spawner class, which we can then go and pop into our level. So I'll tell you what, we'll delete that. We'll compile it and save this. And let's just go in to our content drawer. We have our initial pickup here. I'm going to create another version of this, I think, just because at the moment these are big cubes like we've got over here. So these are examples of our spawns we've used previously. Sorry, of our pickups. So let's go and just duplicate this. And pickup number 2. That sounds fine. Control Shift and S. Let's open it up. And what I really want to do is just change the mesh that we're using. So let's come back to our content drawer. We can't see from there. Let's drag that into there. Content drawer, and let's just see what we've got. So if we go to our starter content, we can select whatever we like. Nothing really there in the architecture I would use. There's also we've got props. Let's have a look at what we've got in here. Props. So we could use something like this. Well, what about the rock? That might do the trick. So let's replace that with the rock. There we go. And I'm going to make it much smaller. So let's scale that down. In fact, what I'll do just to see how it's going to look, let's actually put in a level so we can check that out. And it's huge at the moment. So lovely gold rock. I want to make that maybe like a quarter of the size of these. So I'm thinking, if we come back to here, our scale, just mention something with scale right here, right now. You see this this little lock icon here. If it's unlocked, it means you can change any of these independently. So we could say 0.5. Oh, that really didn't show me anything at all, but that's what happened there. And we can go 0.5. Okay, and you can see it's done there. And we could go maybe 2 and have that. Not really what I want, but just wanted to show you. If we wanted to take it back to its default, you can just click on the little arrow here. It's the same with any of these values. If I just want to put in one value and have it across the whole scale, which for scaling is quite often the case. You just click on that and it locks it again. And I think I'm going to go, maybe, let's try 0.2. Let's just see what that looks like here. I think that's much nicer. It's the sort of thing I want. And the material, I might even make my own material. We haven't gone through materials yet, because really this one's not about materials. Why did I do that? I just held down the Alt key. I don't want two of those. I might create just a basic material to apply to it. We might play around with it a little bit later on. I might show you how to actually access material values within blueprints as well. So let's again go back to our content drawer. And we don't have any materials down here, so I'm going to add a new folder and just call this materials, like so. And in fact, what I might do before we jump into this is just, we'll pause here and I'll come back and I'll create that material and we'll apply it.